Hey everyone, Justin here again, and this video is gonna be full of examples where we can apply the order of operations, or PEMDAS. So if you haven't yet, make sure to watch the previous video to get an understanding of what the order of operations is first. Let's start with this example. First is parentheses. Remember, when there are multiple sets of parentheses nested inside each other, we start with the inner set. So that would be this part. So you replace that, and everything else stays the same. We've got two operations inside these parentheses: subtraction and multiplication. In PEMDAS, multiplication comes before subtraction. So we do 2 times 3, which is 6. Then 5 minus 6 is -1. And all that's left is 5 times -1, which is -5. Let's do this one next. This one has a big fraction in it. Remember what we said before. Numerators and denominators are being grouped together. So pretend that there are parentheses around both. So with this in mind, let's work our way through PEMDAS. First up, parentheses. There are multiple sets of parentheses, one set on top and another set on the bottom. Which do we do first? With non-nested parentheses, there's no real order. The top and the bottom are two completely different groups. So we could do either one first. Let's just start with the top. Inside the top parentheses is -5 minus 10. So we'll get -15. We're done with the numerator, so let's do the denominator now. It looks like there's nested parentheses, but look closely at the innermost ones. There's no operation, just a negative. So 4 minus -1, which is the same as 4 plus 1, gives us 5. Since fractions are just division, we're left with -15 divided by 5 divided by 3 plus 3. Now that all the parentheses are gone, we can move on with PEMDAS. There aren't any exponents. The next step is to do all multiplication and division from left to right. There are 2 division operations. From left to right, this will be -15 divided by 5, which is -3. Then -3 divided by 3 is -1. Now we only have one operation left, so -1 plus 3 is 2. All right, ready for the next example? This time we'll include some exponents. First up on PEMDAS is parentheses, but we have no parentheses or other grouped terms. There is a negative here, but that's not the same as a minus. So we can move on to the next step, exponents. We have 2 exponents here. So let's do them one at a time. The first one is -3 squared. Notice that the negative is outside the group being squared. So only the 3 is squared. And the negative will be tacked on afterward. 3 squared, or 3 times 3, is 9. And then we tack the negative on for -9. For the other exponent, the negative is inside the group being squared. So it's actually -3 times -3, which is +9 because the negatives negate each other. Now we have -9 minus 9 plus 3 divided by 3. The next step in PEMDAS is multiplication and division. There's only one division, so 3 divided by 3 is 1. Now all that's left is addition and subtraction. Since there are multiple, we go left to right. -9 minus 9 is -18. -18 plus 1 is -17. All right, one last example. We've got 4 different operations: multiplication, subtraction, division, and addition. We have no parentheses or exponents, so our first step will be to do the multiplication and division from left to right. 4 times 4 is 16, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. Now, the only operations left are addition and subtraction, so we go left to right again. 16 minus 1 is 15, and that plus 4 is 19. That was a lot of examples, but hopefully it gave you a better understanding of how to use the order of operations. If you want some guidance working through more examples, check out the supplemental worksheet for this lesson.